Hello, everyone. My name is Anas. I'm in second period English, and joining me are James,
Yo.
Bilal. He doesn't want to talk. Okay, Thung.
Hello, 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 hello,
All
hello.
right, there
Hello.
he is. There, Bilal. Thung. Can we hear your voice again?
Hello.
Mubin,
Hello.
Yo, what's up, guys?
and also from fourth period dual credit English, because he wanted to be a part of this, especially since we are the boys. Andrew.
That's me.
Okay, so so for So for our reaction and how we responding, we're choosing to do this in a podcast type of way, just because we're just built different. So we're reacting to how to actually make America great. That's the title, by the opinion columnist for the NY Times, David Brooks. James, do you want to explain what this is about?
Yeah. So basically our podcast is like a weekly type of thing where we talk about the article that Miss Belmonte assigns and yeah, just our opinions on that article. Anas is gonna be moderating it and that's about it.
Thank you for that. And this week's article is about it's just an old guy talking about how change is bad. Not necessarily bad, but like how it's changed America. So he especially talks about the internet and social media and like the rise
Hmm.
of technology.
Hmm.
And he gives an example where he says like, "Yo, he's an old guy, so he's like, I witnessed the change from the 1950s to like the 2000s, and it was a huge change." He talks about how people were like like people have phones now. Everyone has a phone. No one has a landline anymore.
Hmm.
And like how because of that, like the cultural change that brought up was like like instead of memorizing or having a phone book. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep,
Yes,
I
sir.
remember
Remember
Do you
that?
that.
guys do you
Have
guys remember before we had our phones, we would all play like little Game Boys and whatnot before we had
Mhm.
all these computers and phones?
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really
It's
old for
advanced,
that.
yeah. It's
So
advanced.
because of that, he's like how the culture changed. Instead of like memorizing everyone's phone numbers, it's just in contacts, and you ask people, like, "Hey, what's this person's phone number?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know." Like if their phone was away from them, the only person they'd be able to contact was maybe like Pizza Hut or like their mom or dad. That's all.
All
Like,
right,
so
so
what y'all think
Maybe
about that?
maybe Pizza Hut, maybe Pizza Hut.
Mm.
yes.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say yes.
I
Yeah.
feel I feel I feel bad for those people, but also I kind of feel like they need to kind of move with the times.
Sure.
Like I feel bad that like everything's changing so quickly for them, and it's like it's not their fault, but they also need to be able to adapt to like our changes and be able to like live with the new technology and the new norms. You know, it happens in every generation, and every time the older people are always complaining about it, but they never, you know, adapt to what their life is now, and I think that's a big problem in our society.
And
You
this
know,
dude,
big thing.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but like he also like he's an old school old head, bro. He's the type of guy who's like, oh, Lil Pump trash, freaking Tupac good. Cause like, look, he
Are
talks
you
about
sure?
exactly, cause look at the stuff that he's saying. He's like, oh, 1964 was so good because of the gains for this after the Civil Rights Act,
And
African
then everything just
Americans, black
changed.
school attendance, income gains, home ownership, everything
But he's
went up.
spitting facts, bro.
Yeah, but then now, but why is he so negative? He's talking about, and then he says like, hey, where is that? Where is that? Where is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, no,
Just
he talked.
molding,
Yeah,
like
he talked.
mold.
There's like throughout the article, he talks about how like before it was like more of like community. Everyone was like together, like more of a community based. And then as like time passed on, it went from like people like focusing as a group to focusing on themselves. Like community got like broken down, and now it's just them focusing on themselves. If that
I
makes any sense. Because at the
Yeah,
I
start of the
makes
feel
article,
like
sense.
how he
that's
talks about union membership, right?
I kind of
Meaning
I
like,
kind of disagree. I kind of disagree with him though. I feel like we do still have a community, and I still think
I
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
so
still
do
he's
think
have
in
a
certain
I
very
times.
strong
yeah,
community.
he's talking about like how like the freaking registration for community and union things went down, but he's not realizing that like that it didn't go away completely. It just shifted online
yeah,
and
It
but
social
like
yeah,
media.
it
Yeah.
we
but it
can agree
also
that it's
moved. I feel
changed.
like it also moved to like different things. Like maybe yeah, we might not have the same community back that we had back when he was what he's talking. but I feel like we've also shifted our communities to just different things, and we're becoming more individualized on things that we find to be
Yeah,
more personal and
Yeah, but he's
more.
not wrong. He's not wrong about
And
he's not
some of the
wrong.
parts
I agree with
where he
him.
says, yeah, I kind of agree with him. Some of the parts where he talks about how, like things have changed. He's not wrong. Things have changed, and it's like things
I
are
mean, yeah,
worse than they were before.
things do
A
change,
little worse.
but
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about this, Stung? You're a pretty tech guy. What do you think about it, dude?
I'm just thinking that the community like it really haven't changed that much. Like right, cause like we have the internet now, right? And like we built community mainly on the internet. So then like is that they just shifted
I,
online instead of like just real life community stuff.
I mean, yeah,
That's what
but
I'm
like
thinking.
though online communities, don't you think they're kind of different than these
Yeah,
communities
because
you're
they are
talking about?
different because
they
They're
are really
different. They're
different.
they're talking
different.
about more of social communities
Yeah, social communities.
that convert to economic like communities.
Hmm.
So, like basically, like being online in a community together, you're not making money together. Like,
Yeah. He
yeah,
also talks about the left wing. This is what left wing part.
yeah.
Can you elaborate on that real quick?
He also talks about the right wing, dude.
The left and the right wing thing, yeah. Left wing being Democrats
If
and
if
the right
anything, politics are
Basically,
just ruining our communities.
like
Because
for
when we
those that
discuss
like
politics, especially with someone with an opposing opinion, to me, the worst of people come out.
But like
You
they make
start
it,
fighting
yeah,
and
they make it sound
you
like
start
having an opinion
fighting
is
and
like
arguing.
bad. Having an opinion is bad. It's like the end
We
of the
can
world.
never, we can't, we in this day and age, we can't even have a civilized conversation about politics anymore. It always ends in a screaming and arguing match, which is another part of our problem of our communities. Because we can never get anywhere if we can't discuss our opinions and discuss how to move forward in our country in a humane manner instead of just bickering and arguing about it nonstop.
Yeah, but Trump 2020 though. Anyways, he asks the
Okay.
question, like in the article, he posted this question: why did all these different things happen in unison and then suddenly turn around all at once? What do y'all think about that? James, wanna take charge?
But
Turn around all at once, bro. This is a gradual change, dog. Federal reforms, they were just slipped in there, dude, by money. Listen, man, it just happens. The
people,
culture
man.
shifts. I mean, I mean, you can't deny the facts. This did happen, but also he's not talking about any of the other stuff that's important, dude. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but um, he's just focusing on the stuff that changed in freaking 1964, dog. Like what? Like, dude, I understand 1964 was a while ago. You also know what happened in 1964? The
What?
Vietnam War. Was that the right
Oh,
timeline?
No, wait,
oh,
hold
you're
on,
right.
hold
That's
Right
actually big brain.
timeline.
That's actually smart as hell. That's why the change. That's legendary, dude.
Exactly, bro. We ain't
you
going
are
through no wars
Wait,
now,
nine,
dog.
yeah,
the
no,
Vietnam War was
the
occurring during that
19.
time period,
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
that time
and
period.
like
Thunk,
Wait.
that's why
thunk, thunk, thunk.
the
As a
rest of
Vietnamese
it,
person, what you gotta say about
Alright,
this,
dude.
dude?
No, no, don't
Alright,
count.
alright.
You're
Okay,
Vietnamese?
okay. So
Anyway,
that was
okay.
we got James's opinion. Andrew, what is your opinion about this?
Sorry, can you reset the question?
Yeah.
Again.
So like, why did all these different things happen right now? Like he's
Because of
suggesting that
the
it's happening all at once. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree, and I think it's because the rise of technology.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
With all the
I was gonna say the
technology
same.
that we're getting, like shoot, look 10 years ago, we didn't have half of the technology we have today.
I
Yeah.
would
And you
say
go back
I
10
would
years
say
from that, 10 years from
technology,
that.
but at the same time,
But still,
it's social
technology
media.
is advancing so rapidly that it literally it makes certain jobs just literally obsolete. Like we don't really need some of
Yeah.
these jobs anymore
Yeah, but we can
Like
all
because
agree.
technology can do it
Yeah,
for us.
we can all agree that the introduction of new things is like mainly the main
is the main culprit
focus.
of changing our
Yeah.
economy. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you
Hmm.
introduce things, you push away old things.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Bilal
The
and
day for
Mubin, I know you guys are like very enthusiastic about articles and whatnot. So do you think his what's his guy's name?
David Brooke or
David
something.
Brooks.
David Brooks.
Do you think David Brooks did a good job writing, like, his formatting of the article?
No.
Do you think it was a good, like, disposition, and, like,
I
yeah.
think I think in the opinion article, like the way he formatted it was actually decent because he gave his opinion. He's sharing his viewpoint in a pretty accurate manner. Like we know from what he's writing that he does not like Trump